Alright, my name is Colin, and I will be demonstrating how to make a loaf of bread. So some of the ingredients you'll need 4 main ingredients. Some flour, about 3 1/4 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of yeast, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 1 1/2 cups of room temperature water. Alright, step 1, you want to mix together your dry ingredients. So just dump them all into the same bowl. The yeast, flour, and salt. Make sure you use bread flour. I don't know if I remember mentioning that. Use bread flour. Take your whisk them all together until it's all a consistent color. Once it's mixed, you're gonna take your water, pour it in there, and then use the spatula to mix it together. Scoop from the sides into the center. All right, once it's mixed enough, take a clean surface, take some flour, and lightly dust the surface. You're gonna take your bread, your dough, and you're gonna hand knead it. All right, once you've kneaded your bread, you're gonna form it into a little bit of a circle, put it right back in the pot, bowl, and then you're gonna cover it. You can cover it with paper, you can cover it with a towel or tin foil. Then you're gonna let it sit for 3 hours at room temperature. All right. After letting it rise for 3 hours, I'm gonna take it out. And it should be puffy, like this. Take it out of the pot. You should get all the dough. It usually sticks to the side. Alright, and then at this point you're gonna form it. So usually what I do, I just leave it as one big loaf. Roll it out a little bit. Try to pop all the bubbles. You're gonna take your knife. And score it. Just cut nice and deep. Take your baking pan, cornmeal, and lightly dust the baking pan. Alright, take the loaf, put it on the pan. Then you're gonna let it sit. You're gonna preheat your oven to 475. And as that preheats, you're gonna leave the bread out to sit. All right. If you wanna make the crusts lighter, you could take a cast iron pan, cup of water, then boil it. Once it's done boiling, or once the oven's preheated, once it's done boiling, you're gonna take the bread, put it in on the top rack, put the boiled water on the rack below it. All right, once your oven is preheated, you're gonna take the loaf, put it on the center rack, and if you chose to boil water, you'll put it on the rack directly below it. This is going to cook for 20 to 25 minutes. Start at 20 minutes and then work your way up until it looks done. If you have a thermometer, you're going to check the internal temperature and cook it until it's 195 degrees. All right, once the 20 to 25 minutes is up, you're gonna take the bread out of the oven. It should look dark on the outside. Now to check if it is done, you can knock on the outside like this. If it sounds hollow, then it's probably done. If you have a thermometer like this, you check the internal temperature, it reads 195. We're good. You're gonna leave this out to sit for 20 minutes. And then after that, you can cut it open. After the 20 minutes, your bread is done. It's ready to eat.